So here is a quick disclaimer about this tutorial. Everything in this tutorial should not constitute a financial advice in any way. This is strictly for educational purpose, okay? And if you must trade the Binance futures or futures on any platform or any exchange, make sure that you do so with the money that you can afford to lose, okay? So that said, I want to quickly share with you how powerful the Binance Futures engine is and how it has evolved over a short period of time. About 2 years ago, you don't find tools like calculator on the Binance platform, and when they introduced this, I found it quite useful so far in my journey as a trader on the futures market. Okay, so before now, you have to use your phone calculator to determine your liquidation price point, your return on equity, and your profits and loss. Okay, now real quick, if you want to buy on Binance, you press this button. If you want to short or sell, you press this button. So what this means is that if you think that the Bitcoin price will go up based on your analysis, probably a fundamental analysis or a technical analysis, okay? So once you click on this green button and the price continues to go up, you make money through that. Should the price go down, then the trade is already against you. You are losing money. So similarly, if you press this button, which is a sell short button, and the price continues to go down, it continues to crash, then definitely you'll be making money through that. Should the price go up, then the market is already against you. So that's just the basic thing you have to know about buying and selling on the futures market, okay? But in addition to that, there is something that you need to figure out, which is the calculator, okay? On the calculator, you have the chance to know your target price, your liquidation points, okay, before you enter any trade whatsoever. Before now, you have to open up a position for you to know your liquidation point, okay? So this is exactly what I'm saying. This is an open position on the platform, and if you look at this, I'm using X10, which is the leverage, that is the cross leverage, and here you will be seeing something like a P&L, which is also the return on equity, okay, which is about 9.01% at this current market price. Now, you don't have to open all of these things before you know your liquidation price points any longer by using this calculator. So when you come here, let me give you an example. Let's assume that I want to long Bitcoin. All I have to do is to come here with this 2x, 20x leverage. I'll just come here and say, okay, I want to long Bitcoin at $36,000, let me say $35,000. Okay, so I'll prefer to set an order at this price point, and I want my exit price to be $42,000. That's an increment of $7,000. Okay, so I want to use 1 Bitcoin to achieve that. So by the time you click on calculate, it will give you an estimate of your return on equity, which is about 400% profits on that investment, and an initial margin that you need for that is just $1,750. Okay, so you are using $1,750 to make $7,000. Okay, that's an increment of 400%. So in same way, if you want to know your target price, just come here, type the entry price, which is $35,000. Okay, and if your ROE is 400%, probably that is your target, then you can come here and click on calculate. Okay, so it means that your target price, before you be able to make up to this amount of ROE, it has to be $42,000. Okay, and at the same time, you may want to know the price where the platform will liquidate your asset completely. Okay, so you can switch between cross and isolated leverage. If you're using cross leverage, then you are adding part of your order balance, as a collateral for that trade. But if you're using isolated, it is quite different. I'm going to show you how it works for both of them. Okay. So if you're using cross leverage, and your quantity is, okay, let me say your entry price is $36,000 again. The quantity is 1 Bitcoin, and this is the balance. Okay, this is the balance. Let's assume that your balance is $3,000. Okay, then you calculate it. It means that for cross leverage, then once the price of Bitcoin gets to $33,132.76, you are going to lose all of your money, which is about $3,000 will be gone for life. Okay, so but if you're using an isolated leverage, and you come here, let me say that my balance is still $3,000. Okay, and this is isolated. It means that you will still be liquidated at these price points, even for isolated leverage. Okay, so let me look at the max open. So for the max open, you can come here and input $36,000. Okay, and change the balance to $3,000, then calculate. Okay, so with the balance, this is the maximum order that you can open. Okay, so that is the max open in USDT. So open loss will not be taken into account when calculating max open. So you have to understand that correctly. Then for open price, you can come here. Okay, make the entry $36,000. Okay, the quantity is going to be 1. Okay, then calculate again. Okay, so this is going to be the entry. Okay, this is the results. So you need to get all this information correctly. If you like, you can add more position and say, okay, what if you had the position at $38,000? Okay, let me make it 0.5 Bitcoin, or you can change this to another cryptocurrency like EOS USDT if you want. Okay, and come here and input something like at $6 you want to long days, and you want to buy about 1,000 quantity of EOS. Okay, then you can come here and calculate again. Okay, so that's how to play around this feature, which is the Binance calculator. It is amazing and it is super easy to use. Okay, but what I think the thing that most traders use it for is the liquidation price, target price, and the PNL. Okay, that is the most useful part of this calculator. Okay, so I want you to go on Binance now and see how you can play around this. It's something like a demo, like you are trying to play around with figures to know what your potential profit could look like, and what your potential loss will look like at the same time. Okay, so play around it and see you in the next video. Bye.